I'm cracking open my Amp energy juice.
Your guava, well, let's make sure. Is it guava?
Orange.
Orange?
Yeah.
Gotta love the Amp Energy Orange. I'm Buck Fever for Rowdy.com. He's Buzz Cutler for Rowdy.com, having a little amped up orange drink. Can you tell who the sponsor is? Can you tell? The three burning issues in NASCAR racing today are...
Well, first of all, we got Martinsville coming up.
We do.
Now, Martinsville has been Jimmy Johnson's playground, but there's one guy who, of late, has been able to challenge him at this track. That is Denny Hamlin, who hasn't bothered to show up in 2010.
Not at all.
How important is it that Denny makes a statement and rebounds at this particular racetrack?
Well, if he's going to do it anywhere, it would have to be here. And I was going to say I don't think he's going to do it, but I wouldn't be surprised. He's so good here. He challenges Jimmy every single time. Now, Jimmy seems every single time to win the darn thing, but Denny always seems to show up. If Denny does not show up at Martinsville, then his season, I'm going to say, it's kind of over.
Yeah,
it's kind of over.
Here's the problem. Denny has never been the strongest driver on downforce tracks. We thought that changed at the end of the last season. So after Martinsville, it's going to be a while till Richmond. Richmond's in May, and then even longer till Pocono, New Hampshire, Denny's other really good tracks.
Flat ones.
If he needs to get it, if he can get it together, he needs to get it together this weekend.
He really does.
I think I agree with you. If he doesn't show something at Martinsville this weekend, he might as well just, you know, stick a fork in himself.
He'd be done.
Because he'd be done.
Next issue.
Next issue. I thought there were some pretty interesting things on the Forbes article. The Forbes list, annually they come out with the most valuable race teams, the highest earning drivers. No surprises, but I thought there were some interesting things. What are your takeaways from the Forbes article?
Well, Dale Jr. lost $5 million. He went from $35 million to $30 million. He's going to have to.
Little Dale.
He's going to have to sell the house. The interesting thing I thought was really telling is licensed merchandise sales quite down, only $1 million of it for Jr. and Jeff Gordon. So a large part of their income has nothing to do with licensed merchandise sales. A little surprise there. And Stewart-Haas Racing has gone up in value.
Stewart-Haas Racing is one of 3 teams that has gone up in value, and they are 7th on the list. They're 7th in terms of most valuable teams. What's amazing about that to me is that they are a 2-car operation.
I know.
It's almost as if Stewart-Haas is creating
Casey Kane.
this whole new model of how to be successful with a smaller team, and part of that is this multiple sponsorship model. And so watch Stewart-Haas. I'm not sure they're going to go to 3 teams. If they're succeeding and they're increasing in value as a 2-car operation, I think they're going to be a little bit more reluctant to go to 3
Budweiser
than you think they are.
Bud.
We shall see. All right, issue number 3. So you got Jamie McMurray.
Oh, issue
kicked to the curb from Roush Fenway. Yet, Jack Roush held on to young David Reagan.
Yes, he did.
Jamie McMurray had a strong finish at Martinsville, obviously won the Daytona 500.
Yes, he
David
did.
Reagan.
Like a little sparrow in the sky.
You think Jack is kicking himself? You think he's second-guessing?
Nah, not Jack Roush. Jack Roush doesn't second-guess himself. Maybe in a year or 2, but right now he's like, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. I made the right call. That Jamie was just too darn emotional for me. He doesn't fit my team.
I think you hit the nail on the head. I don't think he's second-guessing. First of all, I'm sure that Jack Roush is blaming Toyota for David Reagan's woes. Second of all, I think you're right. I think it was a clash of cultures. I don't think Jamie was a good fit for that team culturally, emotionally, whatever you want to say. And he just got lost in the megalopolis that was Roush Fenway Racing. And so I think the decision that Roush and Jeff Smith and the rest of the cats over there made was not so much about driving talent or ability or even results. I think it was more about, all right, who's a good fit for our race team? And so, yeah, I think he's pleased with the way things turned out.
I think he thinks he's fine.
Now, to the business at hand.
Of Amp Energy and Martinsville.
As you know, we've been having this contest this week for pairs of tickets to the Martinsville race this weekend, the Goodies Fast Relief 500, courtesy of Amp. They're the ones who hooked us up with the ticks, and
the winners are.
We've got the winners. Now, if your name is not called, do not despair, because we have not confirmed with all these guys that they can use the tickets. If for some reason we've already had one guy.
We had one guy bail out.
Said he had to go to Mexico on business and can't use them, and we picked a different winner. So
don't
despair.
In Mexico.
You may still have a chance, but the winners of the Amped Up at Martinsville ticket giveaway.
Okay, drum roll, please.
Carolina Rat 05. You have won a pair of tickets to the Martinsville Speedway for this weekend.
Carolina Rat.
Ben Crazy 424. Ben Crazy 424. You have won a pair of tickets to this weekend's race at Martinsville Speedway. And just because the guys at AMP
Are cool.
and love the Rowdy Nation, they hooked us up with a third bonus pair of tickets.
Didn't know that, did you?
Yesterday. We didn't know it. They just decided, oh, you guys are great. We love the Rowdy Nation.
Fired it to us.
Have a third pair of tickets. So your special amped bonus winner is somewhere on these
Documents.
pieces of papers. Pitbull's Heart.
Pitbull's Heart!
Pitbull's Heart. Pitbull's beating bloody heart. You have won yourself a pair of tickets to the Martinsville Speedway this weekend. You've all received emails. You need to confirm with us by this afternoon or we're picking somebody else. Thank you to AMP and thank you to everybody who participated in the contest. There will be more. Don't despair.
Kirk out.
Rowdy.com. Say it like it is.
Say what like it is?
Rowdy.com.